What's up? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hope you all joined a great Sunday and had a great week. I don't know how about y'all, but in New York, it's so freaking hot around here. But, we keeping it cool in my house. Sure. Well, what's up, y'all? What's going on? Yeah, y'all joined in Mental Talks. So, we got 4 shows. Y'all know when me and matching number was 4. So, I got to get the gas to talk about these stuff. So, trying to wait for y'all to come in so we get things started, because we do got a couple things to talk about. I'm sorry about we didn't do Mr. Social Corner this week, but we will do it next week. So next week definitely will be Mr. Social Corner at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern, followed by Mr. Talks, because it's some topics that I saw recently that I would like to talk about it. But since I didn't get the time to do it, I will do it next week. Hey, Auntie Mama, how you doing, boo? What's up? Yes. Y'all here. Y'all know y'all came in. Y'all saw the thumbnail. So we talk about College Shell real briefly, Real Housewives in Atlanta, Married to Medicine, and Belle Collective. I know y'all was like, how do you do it? But it's always here. If y'all see me cut off the screen, it's because my internet thing is Wi-Fi acting up already. It's always wait till I get on loud before it's acting up. All right. All right, what's up? Hold on. I know y'all like to see me. Where's my... Here I am. Jeez. What's going on, y'all? It's been it feels like it's a long time I ain't see y'all, which I actually saw y'all last week. But but it's always a missing moment when I don't get to see a lot of y'all. Hey, yes, I'm drinking my mics. So I'm going to be lit in the live today. Mike's strawberry lemonade. And then Mike's pineapple passion fruit. So we're going to get down over here, y'all. There he go. Yes, there he go. What's up, y'all? I do have my friend in the background, so if you hear him laugh, that's on him. So like that. But yes, y'all. So what's going on? So we're about to start shows update. So get more people a chance to come in. And then we get started. Twitter, thank you so much for your views on Twitter. So if y'all enjoy my content, please switch over to YouTube, enjoy the content, and subscribe to my channel. Now, I don't know what's going on YouTube Studios, everything, because they dropped my subscribers count, and I don't know why. And then I was getting close to 1,300, and then it dropped to 166. I don't know what was going on. 1,166. I said, you better get together. Oh, chicken fajita nachos? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So, but it ain't gonna stop me. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. All right, let's do shows updates. All right, y'all. Social update. I do want to discuss. So, do the social update. It might be some little mini reviews. So, you know how I am sometimes. Lower Mammoth Huntsville. It resumes on September 10th. And y'all know recently, Melly and Montel is going back and forth on social media. They going crazy back and forth. Montel started, and you know how he did. Melly had to respond. And they still added this whole weekend. So, I know next Sunday when we do social media, Mr. Social Corner, I will get caught up with everything they were discussing, and they will discuss it. So next Sunday. But it was something that Melody did mention recently that I do want to have your input on and talk about it, because I would see a lot of people is upset that she didn't do this, and she didn't listen to her child, and y'all feel like she should have hit a boy, whatever. But let's get into that real quick. So Melanie recently went on live and discussed something that a lot of people had issue with about her son Tank. So long story short, if you don't know the background, her son Tank wrote down her credit card, debit card information with the expiration date and CCV number. And I guess he wanted to get some games and like that. He was trying to be sneaky. That's one thing. So her intuition noticed that he had a pen and everything, and she was wrong what he was writing down. And he was honest. When she talked to him and asked him about it, he was honest. and he told her exactly what he gave. He showed her the paper. It didn't even take like no more than like 10 seconds for her to show the paper and what he wrote down and everything else. So at that moment, she was explaining to him why that was not right, why that wasn't good. And it was like a teachable moment for him to understand that doing things like that is not going to help you in the long run. And basically, help him understand that what he did was wrong. She had to yell at him. She had to scream at him. It was like a talkable moment, and he understands. And I guess at some point I guess he won some games. Because I know this generation, a lot of people like the games. They like the Fortnite, they love the stuff, and listen, they get a hold of your freaking money credit card. They will link up that thing, buy all that money and stuff like that from the games quickly. So you got to be watching them. Yeah. I can't find any comment. Also, friend. Oh, not that. Yeah, just a friend. It was Roblox. Child. Yeah, Roblox. Whatever game he wanted, he was trying to get some stuff out of it. So she was trying to tell him, like, listen, that's not the right thing to do. All you have to do is ask. Because he was honest and everything, and he asked, this was he really wanted to get the thing for, that she actually proceeded to get the games that he wanted to get. I guess it was 3 games or something like that for the Switch. So I guess people had some issue with that about, because with comments I was saying that, oh, you reward him with a video game after he did this. Some people saying, oh well, you should have beat him. This is that. When I'm growing up, that was the beating moment. He would got punished or like that. I said, granted. My question is, was it the video game that got you upset, or because she didn't beat him or hit him? What was your thing? Because you can't project your own thing that you will probably do in a situation with what she would do in a situation. I feel like, let's be honest, me growing up, yes, I grew up in a single parent household, and my mother beat me. She hit me like she looked like crazy, like pipes, all that stuff like that. That was too much. That really helped me get better. I didn't get better because I have to understand what's right and wrong, what's understandable. I don't want to be about that life. I didn't want to be the street life. I didn't want to go to jail. I didn't know all stuff like that. The stuff I learned growing up. And then sometimes beating without a purpose, without even, they're just beating. And you just taking your anger out of your kid and not just teaching them why exactly what they was doing wrong. Sometimes all it takes is talking. And because he was honest, he didn't lie about that. She decided, it's okay, I'll get what you want. And all you have to do is ask. You don't have to be sneaky about it. You could just ask me. I'll do it. Now, I know I would say, well, that looked like Martell written all over it. I don't know what was happening. We was not there. Or I'll just go by what she just told us. And I was like, I understand that, because after sometimes it does take that. He's a kid, owning up to it and learning is more important than this, man. Yes, exactly. That's how I feel like. That takes more, because he owned up to his thing. He learning. He understand that was not right. All he had to do is ask his mom. Now, he don't have to always get what he wanted, because that's what she mentioned also said as well when she was growing up. You might not always get what you want, even with the honesty. But at least you know that you didn't have to be sneaky about it. So all someone's always asks, whether you get it or you're not. So she decided to say, okay, he was up front. He learned. I get the game. And that's what it was. And hopefully in the future, he won't continue to do that. And I believe he won't. But automatically go for hitting him and spanking him to think that I was going to do right, that's not always a good answer. Now, I know sometimes some of y'all grew up doing that. Like I said, my family did that to me. And I don't like that. So when I have my niece and nephew, I barely hit them. I talk to them, and they understand, and they still respect me because they know how I feel. With my face expressions and everything, they know not to mess with me. But other than that, I don't have to do all that to get to my point across. So every now and then, if it happens, it happens. But don't do it when you angry. Do it when you understand, when you need to teach them something. So I feel like for everybody sharing their opinions and stuff like that, and everyone say, oh, well, you think you was harder than that? I said, no. She was sharing a different way and method of how to handle things instead of always going with the physical hitting routes. It's like that. What Tank would have got the game or not? So I would say, what if it was food? Because little kids steal things, will do things for a lot of things what they want. What about if it was food that he did it? Will y'all would still feel the same way? Like kids going to stores trying to steal some chips and stuff like that. Maybe it's because they're hungry. But it's a bad thing So should have got beat for that possibility if that's what you go for. But it may not always be a bad thing. So the clerk will say, "Oh, the stealing not right. Get out my store. You ain't gonna get nothing." That could be one. That could be the possibility. That's a reality. But the other reality is, he could probably get the chips that he wanted or the cake, whatever he was stealing from the store. If the kid was honest, he said, "Listen," and all that stuff. So they have to understand it could be consequences. You're not always gonna get what you want, but sometimes honesty is always like the right thing. And teaching them to learn it. You don't have to come in here like that. So I don't think it's yes. Yeah, I think it was that because she warned it, not because it was a bad behavior. I think it was because she felt like, yeah, he's open up. Yeah, some people, you don't have to. That's what I say. She didn't really have to do it, but she did it because he wanted something, and she gave it to him, and he realized just had to ask me, and that's what it is. So it's just each to his own. But I don't feel like it was a bad thing for her to did that, or it was wrong, and they didn't do anything, and he gonna go up being a freaking criminal because she did that. And not always, like I said, he's not always gonna get what he want all the time. And I rather you tell me the truth than lie to me either. To tell you the truth, because sometimes you may get rewarded or you may not get rewarded. It's all you never know, because she did that. He didn't even know he was gonna get punished or not. The fact that he was honest right off the back and she had to force it out of him, he could still got punished. But hope he understands. So my thing is that I don't know why everybody was so upset trying to say, "Oh, you should have beat him. You should have did this and that." I was a video game, but I would say if it was a video game or not. What about it was something else? What about it was clothes? What about it was food? Something like that. Would that be the same thing or not? Yes, that could be a possibility. That's another way. That could be another way. Make her work for it. If he wanted the game so badly, make her work for it. Make her work for it. That could be another possibility. To show him other way to show him. Yes. So my thing is I understand completely what you were saying and how that learning method was teachable. It maybe worked for him. And maybe he had to understand that not always he will get rewarded for something he do bad or something like that because his honesty said that. He always probably could get punished still, even with his honesty. But I think at that moment she was like, I don't feel like it was something he wanted. And I think they had a discussion before that this was something he wanted anyway. But I was all right. Yes. And no, next time don't do that. Because yes, that is a major bad thing for him to write all that stuff down and everything. But sometimes kids don't understand that credit cards like that have consequences. You racking up their money like that, it's stuff going on. So they need to learn all that stuff. And I think he up to the age to understand that. So I was like, to always go in the route of hitting them is not always a great thing. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But nowadays, these days, try different methods. And she was not trying to tell you this exactly what's right and wrong. Maybe her method is not always right, but that was another way to handle things. So always use different tools. That's how you become emotionally mature and handle things in more better manner. Like that. All right. That was just a little bit of music before we get on to it. I wanted to see y'all opinions about that. So I think we was on the same page. All right, Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 is on Bravo TV on Sundays. And we're going to talk about Atlanta Housewives. I got caught up. So, yes, we can have a discussion. And we're going to look at the reunion looks as well for the ladies. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 is on Wednesdays. Dubai is on Wednesdays as well. And next Sunday, we will definitely And finally, talk about Dubai. This week, I had to catch up. I will watch every episode just like I did Married Medicine Atlanta. This week will be Dubai week. All right. MTV Catfish season 8 is on Tuesdays. They did 100 years. 100 years. Ooh, child. Not 100 years. They did a special episode of celebrating 1,000 episodes, something like that, of Catfish, whatever it was. And so it was no need to do a video on that. Everything. I guess when they come back to their regular scheduling, we will do a video. Married to Medicine season 9. We're gonna talk about that today as well. We'll talk about it on TV on Sundays. Belle Collective, we'll talk about it today. It's on Fridays. Ready to Love Miami season 6 on Fridays on Child. So I don't know what's up with Joe, but he need to get out. He need to get away. The fact that he stood Brandy up in elimination, I think that figure KD probably called them and tipped him about the elimination, and after he didn't show up, I said that's punk of you, boy. You was doing all that before, yelling and going after Sharice Lozada like she was no big deal. Now, Sharice Lozada, she was playing a little manipulation game because she said she wasn't feeling him like that, but she was trying to gauge where he was at and everything. But everything's damn man for real, right? Mine's better. So that's that. So Sharice Lozada didn't deserve that. So he didn't show up. So I guess he eliminated himself. I guess he got tipped off. And I think KDN tipped him off. I best believe she did. KDN look like a pick-me, and she seemed like she's male identified. She doing too much. She's doing way too much. Now, Shakira, she needs some help, and she needs some healing. I don't think this process is good for her. And I don't think this process is good for her. And Justice, he's a solid piece of person. He's a solid piece of man. And Trinika girl, you say you understand his language, you understand his speaking process, you understand this. So he said, okay, I'm like, you happy we go on a free date? I said, she's up here. I was like, girl, he that serious. So you up here act like you okay with the free payless dates that he gonna be giving you? You okay with that, Trinika? Because you want Justice there because you understand his language? What kind of... I don't know what's up with Ready to Love, but this season it's not giving at all. Love and Hip Hop Miami Atlanta is on Mondays. Child, y'all, I haven't watched one episode yet. In both of them. And I said I was going to watch along, so we ain't still doing it yet. So I guess when I'm ready, then we'll do it. But, oh well. Family Fiance season 3 is on Saturdays. It resumes on September 10th. It was no new episode this week, so I guess they're taking a 2-week break and then come back when Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming back. So it'll be a back-to-back showcase. For real, right? Married at First Sight season 15 is on Lifetime on Wednesdays. And I didn't catch this recent episode, but I will. The Black Hamptons on BET Plus. We saw the first 2 episodes on Thursday on movie night, and it was good. So next Sunday, we're going to talk about what's happening. Rap-ish is on Thursday on HBO Max. I got to catch up on that. That's a new show from Issa Rae. Sweet Life Los Angeles is on HBO Max as well. And I got to catch up on that. Next Sunday, we're going to talk about Sweet Life LA. And Ink Master. I know some people was asking me some of the first shows I like to watch. And not some shows that y'all see on the list is stuff I like to watch, but Ink Master is one of my shows I have been watching for a while now. It's one of my guilty pleasure shows, just like Hell's Kitchen. And it's crazy. I don't have no tattoos, but I just like watching the show. This is the artistry, watching the tattoos, watching a little drama and everything. So I don't know if y'all into it. It's Ink Master, I am. So it's on season 14, it's on Paramount Plus. Premieres on September 7th. It's all new judges and all new hosts. I'm gonna miss Christmas dance though. I miss watching season, but it's good to have new hosts though. and judges. Take it up. And the contestants are people in the past seasons, and the cash prize is $200,000. So I guess it's gonna be a good season. So I'm interested in watching Paramount Plus and watch Ink Master. If y'all like it, y'all catch me on Discord. We can watch it together. Yes, right. Cause it took a long break because the Panorama happened. So the last season that happened, they didn't really have a finale. The last 3 contestants got their cash prize. They each got a cash prize. Move out that worked away. So I guess 2 years later, they decided to resume again. So next Sunday on the Next Sunday is Dubai, Belle Collective, Sweet Life LA, and Black Hamptons at 4 o'clock. And next Sunday is the Social Corner. And it's various topics. And one of the topics will be the Martell and Melody drama. Yeah, I know. It's week before the show coming back, so they doing a lot. So I gotta catch up on that stuff and talk about it. Hey J-Dog, how you doing, boo? And that's it. And if any topic suggestions, y'all let me know. I know sometimes in my group chat we have a lot of topics. I just look at that. 6 Brown Chicks and some of the stuff that I'm following up on that. So I could add that a little bit as well. Oh yeah, I don't watch Big Brother. I can't get into Big Brother. I can't watch that show because not only that, it's one thing they have it like one day a week, but they have Big Brother in multiple days in a week, and I can't keep up on it. The last Big Brother I watched was the one the Candy and Tamar and stuff like that. That season, that's the last one I watched. Other than that, that's it. All right, let's get into it. All right, pause. I'm gonna break on my confidence, so I'm getting some before going back. Okay, boo. All right, let me remove this. What's first? College Hill. Yeah, let's talk about this briefly because we stopped. The last thing we stopped at when they did that poetry thing, and Ray J got in trouble. He decided to go home and he went to freaking Orange Man conference with Kodak Black and everything, and I guess it was revealed that he might have plagiarized. So we're gonna do this quickly because it wasn't that much. No, I don't have Hulu, and I heard that it was good. So, child, I know my mother got Hulu. Maybe I should ask her for her account. Let's go this quickly because it wasn't that much at the end of it. Because I want to finish it because we ended off episode 6, and it was only 2 more episodes after that, and it was 7 and 8, and it was bunches together. Episode 8 was basically graduation day, and episode 7 was mostly what happened after. All right, J-Dog. Yeah, okay, do that with Discord. Thank you, boo. But that's another show because I used to love it. I still do. I ain't no used to. I still do. It's that all right. So they ended off with the court case, right? They had a final trial, and it was the final for the law class. And Ray J was late. He didn't show up in the beginning, so Big Frida had to do it herself. So she did her job, everything, and she did a good job. She did a good job with that. But yeah, she did a good job by herself. Ray J coming storming in the freaking final in the law class with his regular freaking street clothes, and the professor said, "What's going on?" He said, "Yeah, I don't want to blame it on the airplane. I don't want to blame it on the car. I don't want to blame it this, but I can." I said, "Shut your dumb ass up! Like, shut up!" Like, Ray J, you just like a stupid. She said, "Where your suit at?" He said, "In the car." I said, "Why you didn't get get dressed in the car before you came in, instead of coming into class with street clothes and then going back to get dressed. So she made him get dressed. He coming inside. They continued the trial. And long story short, the officer that Frida and Ray J were defending got guilty of negligence. He didn't get guilty of manslaughter. He got guilty for criminal something like that, negligence, and that's what he got guilty of. So take him to jail, but it won't be a harsh sentence like the manslaughter was. So that was that. And since Big Frida was doing the closing, Ray J was on his feelings because he came in, thought he could do a closing and being very rude. When she was talking, he was disrespecting her, trying to disrupt her, cursing under his breath, doing all that stuff. So not only he was being rude, he was being loud, he was cursing up the storm, he would be disrespectful, all that stuff. So he did all that, but he only deduced that he got kicked out of the courtroom by the professor because he was black. I said, oh no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. There are occasions they could use that card, but we're not gonna use that card here. You was being rude. Very rude. He was arguing, he was very hostile, he was being disrespectful, all that. And then you upset and you just ignore what you did, but you only say you get kicked out because he was a black man getting kicked out of the classroom. I was like, shut up. So that's that. You know, Lamar, he wanted to coach, so he's thinking about what's his next step in his life. Because I don't think he want to go back basketball or play basketball. If he is, I don't care. But he want to coach, and I think that's his next step for them. Next step for him. So Dream Doll had a conversation with Ray J about something because, yes, right? Dream Doll had a conversation with Ray J because apparently the professor thinks that Ray J plagiarized that poem. And the long story short, I ain't gonna hold y'all. He did. Basically, he plagiarized his friend poem by using his friend poem. His friend wrote the poem, and that friend recited the poem on YouTube. Ray J knew all of this, and still decided to use the poem in the figure final class, not the final class, in that poem class, that assignment. It was the original piece that they had to write on their own to present in a poetry slam class session. And he decided to use the piece from his friend wrote that he did to his heart. It was an original piece, but it wasn't his. That's original piece is your own, not someone else. Right? And then he said, oh, I'm a songwriter. Why? I said, that's right, duh. You're a songwriter and you plagiarize somebody else's poem. You can write your own damn poem. You could write a poem. You're a songwriter, right? I was like, Ray J, you was a dummy. How the hell you plagiarize and you say you're a songwriter and you can, and then you find out a realization later on in the episode you could have did your own because you was a songwriter. I said that's the whole point of it. You didn't have to do that. Because I'm telling you, I went to college too, and they don't play with plagiarism, no matter what. They don't play with that. Anybody who ever went to college, every syllabus you get, they have a section with plagiarism on it. Because letting you know that it's a serious offense in college. And if you do that, you can get expelled with no refund. You get expelled. Sometimes you might get suspended, whatever it is. You might get an incomplete in the class. It depends on the degree of the plagiarism. But most I have seen people get expelled. So the fact that you say you knew all that, that's why I ain't trying to pretend that it was mine. I knew it was this. So it's not no plagiarism because I knew that it was. I ain't trying to pretend it's mine. I said, boy, it is plagiarism, not how you spin it. You use someone else's work, claim it as your own, that's plagiarism. Whether you knew about it or not, or you were trying to claim it as your own or not, you still plagiarize. And the fact that the professor only took 2 minutes to find that poem you recited on YouTube. And I said, damn, it was on YouTube too? How dumb can you be, Ray J, to find out? Because listen, you can have a 30-page paper. Your professor will scan your paper in a figure computer and try and see if your thing matches or anything out there. They will look at it, and then some of them will still read it and don't get a professor that's really into reading and know their stuff. They would really search things. And the rule of thumb, if you ever go to college, anybody who ever watched this video and everything who ever been to, it's better to oversight than undersight. Because if you oversight, they can always tell you what can take away or not. If you get a writing tutor, because that's what I did when I went to college like that. Listen, I was getting a lot of A's in my papers and B's in my papers because, listen, proofread everything. It was helping me a lot. Yeah, he should have. And all that stuff. Majority of people did a good job in law in class. Frida got an A. Slim got a A in law. He completed the makeup assignment for bio. He got an A plus. India got a B. Nene got a B. Lamar got a B minus. All that stuff. So they sat down, went to the professor because he had to go to the advisory board. The professor talked to him about it. He was trying to explain his way out of it, trying to understand he didn't. It was original. He trying to do the gift gap, trying to get out of it. But after a while, as he kept talking, he knew he was digging himself in a hole, way more than he needs to be. So she said, a 2, then a 2. We put you up the advisory board since it's a serious offense of this. So put your advisory board, it's a serious offense. So we gonna have to not come to class anymore until we go to the advisory board and we see the decision of that. So now he felt upset, and now he said, "Oh my gosh!" And then he first was trying to use about the black man trying to convince Dan, all that stuff like that, do all this yada yada craziness. But about to go.
Make a quick stop.
Oh, okay. All right, but do all this craziness. And he was trying to say that this is that. You probably put the back man there and trying to do this and stuff like that. I said, no, it's your behind. You barely was to come to class. Not only he was plagiarized, he barely came to classes. He was barely doing a lot of assignments. He was missing a lot of works. So I was like, how the hell you thought you was going to pass the class when you wasn't doing it well? In a law class, he had a D. I said, oh, child. So he went to the board meeting, and at that meeting, that's where he was like, you know what? You was right. That he had to calm down his high horse when he know he was getting out of it. He said, you know what? You right. I messed up. I should have took on. It was my responsibility. I should have did this. I was not doing that. I was taking advantage. All that stuff. Long story short, he could not graduate, and he got an incomplete. And I said, damn, you got incomplete. And I said, like, how dumb can you be? And then he said something about his kids. He said, how my kids think about this, about me not competing in college. I said, your kids will curse your ass out. If I was your son or daughter when they grow up, I said, motherfucking daddy, how the fuck you get a acceleration course? You didn't have to spend a whole year. You didn't have to spend no 4 years to get an advanced certificate. Only you have to complete a certain number of classes, get a certificate to get at least something for college, and you fail that. You got a shortcut to get a certificate. You fail that. You can't even do the thing right. You did that. You're a dumbass motherfucker. I would have cursed some ass out. Daddy would have had to curse me, kick me out of the house and stuff like that. He would have cursed out for me. I said, how the fucking dumb can you be getting freaking failed over freaking acceleration course? Advanced degree. People have to spend 4 years to get a degree when you would have been like a couple of weeks to get a certificate. A multidisciplinary studies certificate. And you fail that. For real. It's like getting fired on your day one. Like, child, you had a vast acceleration to get a certificate and get at least a legit certificate from college. And you fail that. You couldn't even do that right. You had a shortcut and you couldn't do that right. All right. It's coming through, boo. And you couldn't do that right. So your kids look at you like you's daddy. First of all, you got upstage for your own song on the versus battle. You failed the versus battle. You failed this college. Dad, your life is all miserable, AJ. You just sit down. Your life is all miserable, Ray J. You just sit there. Child. You couldn't do nothing right. Sure, you could have remixed One Wish as your poem or something. At least it was yours. But, oh well. So he was there for support. And he watched the other people graduated. Right? That's what I'm saying. The versus battle, your music career, after the college acceleration program. Shoot. That's what I'm saying. And I was Princess. I was in Princess. Why you had 2 kids up this? It must be the D, because we know he's packing, but still. Child, 2 kids out of this dumb. Let me stop calling him dumb. But he is. Child, beautiful kids, I said, beautiful, but still. Whatever, he's messing up. I said, Razor, you got nothing but yourself to blame. And he realized at the end of it when he will not graduate and he got it incomplete. Now I said, now you got to try to go back to complete the certificate or at least do something else. You could have had it right in this program, in this school, in this filming, but now you got to do it on your own and get it up over again. Because you decide you want to take a short way out. You want to shortcut your way out of things, and you know don't shortcut in life. But you had a shortcut for the certificate and you messed that up. Child. So the African American Studies finals, they all had to speak what they learned. And hey, Dominic Boo, you just ran on time. We just talked about College Hill, and they did a good job. They talked about how they feel about things, and they choked me up a little bit. I said, "Oh, I would like that," but that was that. So final graduation day, they all had a good GPAs. I was like, all right. So India had a 3.5, 75 GPA. Nene got a 3.5 GPA. Lamar got a 2.65. Okay, he worked hard. For someone who went through a lot of brain turmoil and damage, get 2.65, he really worked himself to get that. Because I think he had 12 concussions. Lamar, he worked hard. Even Lamar got through it. Child Ray J, you got me ashamed of yourself. Dream Dog got 3.5. The salutatorian was Big Slim. I was like, hey, Big Slim. And the valedictorian was Big Frida, who's the mama bear of the house. Yes. Yeah, it was only 8 episodes. I know it was more than that, but it was only 8. And to be honest, y'all, Big Frida was valedictorian, Big Slim was salutatorian. And it was a competition between Big Slim and Big Frida who goes as valedictorian. So the loser of the valedictorian had to jump in the pool. And I said, yeah, jump in the pool, Big Slim, because I need to see what you're packing. I need to see something. Let me stop. But he was good. With Tracy, because I know Tracy would be she would be cutting up. But I was saying, all right, y'all did a good job. College Hill overall, y'all, it was not bad. To be honest, the Celebrity Edition was not bad. Minus Stacey Dash, bye girl. And Ray J messing up, bye him. Not Big Slim. Bye, Ray J. Mine those 2, they at least got 6 out of the 8 who graduated. That's a great accomplishment. And to be honest, they really took this seriously. They really did a good job. Even though they had to struggle, it wasn't that much. It wasn't that much. It wasn't too much contrived drama. It wasn't forced drama. It wasn't much fighting. It was just about them supporting each other, what they have done, getting through college in their late stage of life, whether it's their 30s, 40s, or their 50s, and working hard a degree. That's the toy, man. Sure. And it did that. And to be honest, I thought I was not going to like it. Because y'all remember when this kind of shit, I remember y'all remember me saying this. I was saying, I was ain't trying to watch the show. Because I want to, they tarnish the name of College Hill behind all these celebrities. And you know how these celebrities can be a hot mess. But to be honest, I watched it. I was surprised. It was genuinely relatable. It was relatable. And it also shows that no matter how late you think you can start, you always gonna get your degree. You always get what your goals are. So I appreciate that. Now I don't know how many times we keep seeing celebrity auditions, College Hill, because I do want to go back to regular HBCUs students and see how their lives is get their stardom on reality TV show if that's when they get a started of, and see how it is. And they got the blast of the past of Dorian Bernard. He was on College Hill Atlanta. He was on this episode, one of his episodes, telling him how he's a businessman now, how his experience was. It was nice. Because I said, he looked familiar. And then I would say, yes, he was a College Hill. He was a College Hill in Atlanta. Yes, it was great to see their growth. And it was a good show. Like I said, it wasn't too much drama. It was supporting each other. They had a build friendship. Like Big Frida was the mama bear in the house. She always made sure that everybody was okay. She was doing the cooking in the house. I said, go ahead, Big Frida. She was cooking. She was asking them how their questions, consoling them, everything. Nene, she was Nene, but she wasn't Nene-ing, if it makes sense. And she was doing her thing. They always doing a good job. Yes. So I like that. And they all graduated to get a job. And then Ray J done behind. That's what I said. If I was a kid, I would have cursed him out. I said, how you got a shortcut of a degree and you messed that up? And you're a songwriter and you plagiarize. You're a songwriter and plagiarize. I said, I didn't make sense. And then he realized that. I said, duh, that's what makes it so freaking dumb. Child. And you couldn't write an original poem? But that was College Hill, y'all. Like I said, it wasn't that long. I enjoyed it. If they're doing another College Hill, I want them to go back to the regular teenage, late teenager, early 20s, HBCU students. Hopefully they reboot it and give us something else. And also, I would also entertain the idea of a mixed celebrity and regular people College Hill. That would be great. A mix of both. And see how that goes. But I do like to see a regular students cast and see how that goes. He did. He acted like a little boy. Thought everything could handle to him because he was Ray J. No, you didn't work on it. Like everybody else, work on a degree. You should have did the same thing. If Lamar got 12 concussions and still got his degree, even with his little like C average and stuff like that, you could have did it yourself too, Ray J. But that was that. That was College Hill. If anything I missed, last two episodes, like I said, the last two episodes mainly about Ray J journey and how he got expelled for how he was not graduating and all that stuff like that. And then their graduation day and their journey, how they feel about their journeys and stuff like that, and what they plan to do afterwards. It was nice. All right, that's that. Let's go to. Oh, I didn't put it up. Oh, there you go. Damn it, Madison. All right, so we finished College Hill, y'all. Let's get to Married to Medicine. Yes, there's a couple episodes we have to talk about the Married to Medicine. So it's only no major things that I wanted to discuss, and that's that. And anything that y'all want me to talk about, y'all put it down in the comment section as well, because I might not get everything. But 45:10. The Married to Medicine was episode 3 to 7. Sure. At least Ray J is tolerable. Martell, I can't. As a teacher, Ray J seems like the student that will put more energy in creating excuses not to move rather than use energy. Exactly. That's what he was doing. He was doing all the excuses instead of actually doing the work. All because his name was Ray J. Exactly, J-Law. You right on the money. All right, what is that? 46. All right. So let's talk some couple things on Married to Medicine that I want to discuss. The last time we discussed about this on my channel was about Contessa feeling some kind of way about Heavenly doing the videos on YouTube. And come to find out the rest of the other cast members. I think I can put some. Look at that picture. You see how quick that shit is? All right, I can do that later. Yeah. Hold up, it's bugging me. Let me put it back on. Yeah. All right, y'all. Shit, you see that was leaning to the side, child. All right, so yeah, Contessa feels type of way by Dr. Heavily doing his YouTube videos online. Now, I never really watched her YouTube videos heavily and everything, but you know, it's her own platform, and she does the same things on it. So not only Contessa, a lot of other ladies feel type of way about what she was saying, like about how Quasi was married men, about Neela this and Toya that, and everybody. So they all took the way. So they had a failed intervention attempt because it was like an ambush because everybody knew about what was going on. No, not everyone. Only Simone, Toya, and I think Contessa had a sit down and they discussed what they was do. But everybody else who was coming in did not knew about the intervention until they got there. Yeah. Are you want all of them going except Toya? Oh. Why that CM? So they all didn't know about the intervention and the ambush until they got there. So when they told them when they got there, they was like, "Ooh, she not gonna like this." And to be honest, I wasn't like that either. I was like, "Okay, so y'all all decided to ambush me." Okay. Like I said, I still stand what I feel about Contessa. You shared this stuff online to everyone. You shared this. So what she said wasn't like untrue, but I do understand. Even though I say what I said, you still should have went on online and talk about me, and it hurt me because you expressed it out there. You put it on social media. So I think Dr. Heavy needs to realize that even though you feel like what was shared that was already known, you still didn't have to say nothing. You shouldn't have to do a video. So keep it to yourself. Or if you go do that, have the ladies on your platform and have to discuss their own thing on your shared platform. And that would be better. So they can feel some way about it because they was on it out their own mouths. But they're coming from you having your own videos and you talk about each one of these ladies behind their back like that, it hurt them. So I understand their feelings, all that stuff. So, like I said, even though you shouldn't, even though it was expressed, even though Contessa said it herself out of her mouth that she felt like she was in an abusive relationship, I put in quotes, because we all seen it, it still what it should have said online, and you hurt your feelings. And yeah, I don't think she really apologized about her actually saying it because that's how she felt. I think she apologized because they was hurt about it. Because and when they did intervention, she was like, and everybody was like, "Why is she laughing?" I was like, "Child," I was having a giggle because she was laughing. So that's that. So that led to a blowout between Contessa and Heavenly at the intervention because it wasn't a failed attempt. They didn't do it right. Later on, this recent episode, that was a better intervention than they had in this one, and they should have did it that way. But hey, you know, things happen. So that's that. Eugene felt burned out. He felt overwhelmed. He needs to find a passion for something else to do, even on top of him working. He needs to find something. And even he trying to do something to feel that interest in him to do more than being burnt out because he just feel like he walking a quicksand. And I said, "Oh, Eugene, you working yourself to death, boy. Can you need a hug or something? You need, oh my gosh." Mm-mm. I said, "Toya, your man is telling you that he is drowning here, girl." But okay. All right, so let me tell you how y'all feel about this thing, about the Halloween party. Like Simone had a skating holiday event. And Anila and what's his name? Karan came as moving company, and they was playing a little joke on they was going to help the Harrises move. And correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Eugene was mad more than Toya was. Toya wasn't really that mad until she saw her husband really pissed. And then she got upset. To me, Toya kind of laughed about it. But she didn't really like, oh my God, hey, you funny girl. She said, oh, I'm so glad you are so obsessed with my life. So I don't think she was pissed. But Eugene, he got really pissed about it. And I was like, this is my opinion. I do understand why he felt type of way about it. But I feel like as all the things that was said about Toya from the ladies in the people group, Eugene could be pissed about, he chose that one to be pissed about. And I feel like the only way he would be upset about it if he felt type of way about moving like that. It's a soft spot. And to be honest, they was using moving like, listen, we making money out of it. We move and I'm collecting money. Even though we don't think that they is doing that. But they were saying, hey, they was making bank on moving. So they, to me, as viewers, feel like they didn't was upset about moving like that. But to that episode, we felt like it was a sore spot. And granted, yes, you can't tell how people how to feel and everything. So as surprised I was why he was so upset, I didn't think he would be that upset. But he was. And I was like, wow. Could they, I mean, yeah, they were doing the thing to, could they just made a general moving company and just like that? Maybe it was one thing because they targeted just the Harrises and everything. And maybe it was a joke to them. But the Harrises, they took it as a joke, especially Eugene. So Eugene was pissed. Now, I commend Karan for staying as truthful for him. Because sometimes, like, people say, if you do some dirt, stand in it. And Karan stayed in it. He said he felt like he was still funny about it. But he won't make no joke about it anymore. But he still felt like it's funny. So if you don't feel like, it's just like I said what I said. I understand you felt hurt about it. I apologize for hurting you. But I still stand by what I said. It's just like what he just doing. He stand by what he felt like it's funny, even though he knew he hurt you and he apologized about that. And to be honest, they got over that. Eugene got over it like that. He wasn't too bad about it, honestly. He was at that night. And even the guy was like, okay. They never seen Eugene this upset. So that's why I don't know what y'all opinions about that, because I felt like it wasn't that serious to get upset about, but I probably understand. Maybe he felt some way about moving all the time like that. And it came out. It came out. These same women hate Toya, and it's weird. I think they hate her because she don't have to work like the rest of them. I don't know if they hate her like that, but I feel like because Toya is living a lifestyle like they probably could wish to have. To stay in the house, getting taken care of by a man, and not have to do nothing, even though she has her own trade or skills that she could do. And then, of course, she get paid for the show, everything. But and that's that. And to be honest, I do miss Mariah. I don't know. I miss her, even though she had her ways too. I do miss her. So that's how I feel. So I just feel like I don't think he should have got upset, but I cannot say that he shouldn't be upset. Maybe he felt type of way about the movement, and that's something maybe this is to be discussed. It made me slow down. Why he felt type of way about that? Because it was many of stuff that he could have been pissed off by. He just never got pissed off. I was like, oh my gosh. What? All right, so they went on a trip. They went to Vegas, and Toya was getting on Jackie for not drinking. I said, Toya, how long you know Jackie? You know Jackie don't drink like that. So it was kind of weird that Toya was like, well, drink, Jackie. You need to drink and everything. And John Andrea said, why she need to drink? To have fun. Like, she could still have a good time. And you have to keep her drinking. Maybe Toya was not being serious, but I don't know. Sometimes she was being serious. So she kept going on and on and on. Instead, so Toya started questioning Audra degree or her livelihood. Oh, well, I thought you were supposed to be an attorney. You ain't no attorney if you gonna come like that. I said, how her being an attorney had to do with her defending Jackie for drinking because you trying to force Jackie to drink. I said, Toya, like that. But it's saying. So they was going tit for tat with each other, Audra and Toya. I said, oh, snap. That's probably led to that blowout. Because y'all know in the trailer, Toya and Audra was going at it. Because at first, I thought it was Quad. I said, not Quad, Toya. But no, it was Audra. So I said, oh, child. And it seemed like they're about to go down. Not a White House 2.0. Child. All right. So they was at the dinner table. Not dinner table, breakfast table, whatever table they was at. They was sitting down eating most of the time. You know, the show. They love to eat. I would love it too. If y'all paying for it, I'm eating. Shit. Audra's annoying. We will see how it goes. I do understand that attacking someone's livelihood is like upsetting. But then again, sometimes Toya don't be serious. So I think she just understands Toya. Like, tell Toya sometimes we say things to say things. Sure. I wouldn't have been upset about her saying that because I said, at the end of the day, girl, I know what I am. And you attacking my lawyership and had nothing to do with mom saying it. It is what it is. But I want to be bothered by it. So that's why I was like, okay, Joy, you have to be that bothered by it. But she felt that way about it. So, and Toya said I was joking. But I said, Toya, you didn't like the joke that Nelly did towards you. So you can't joke about the things and expect somebody to understand. She felt that way about that. And Quiet said, you know, you can't take someone's livelihood and like that. They're going to be okay with that. And Toya said, I was joking. I ain't serious. And that's especially what Toya drinking. When she drinks, she just say things. That's an old child. So Heavenly was giving some advice at the table, and about I'll let people into my marriage because she said, don't talk about if you don't want to talk about it, don't speak about it. And be out there. If you don't want to have an opinion, don't say nothing about your marriages if you don't want to have an opinion about it or talk about it. That's what she said. She don't talk about her marriages because I don't want nobody to talk about it out there. I said, listen, Heavenly, whether they shared about their opinions or not, you still have to be going around and talking about it like that. Especially you know it hurts them. Especially on a YouTube platform. So if your reason not sharing because you don't want them to talk about it, okay, that's on you. But you cannot be upset if they don't like you talking about them, even if they share or not. So my thing is, I don't even tell Heavenly anything. If she gonna be feel type of way, if she don't want to share her thing, what's going on, because she think her marriage is perfect, which I'm tired of her saying that. But listen, if she thinks she's delusional, she tired, she think her thing is perfect, let her be. But she can't expect for me to share my things either if she ain't gonna do it herself. We gonna be surface level friends and we gonna be like that. I said, how you doing? How you doing? How work? How's going? Work on there? I said, everything's fine. Like, how the kids? Are you kids good? Are my kids good? All right, all right. How's your day? What's going on? Okay, all right. That's good. That's it. You get nothing else from me. We can't one side of the way it's going on. So contestant was questioning because it was like, okay, why she giving advice? And okay, she want to share nothing about hers, but she won't give advice. Like now, Simone, hey, little life, how you doing, bro? Simone was like, yes, y'all was a part of my marriages, and you helped me not get divorced. So you remember that time when Simone and Cecil were brink of getting divorced, and the ladies was helping her get through it, and because they was inside her relationship in some way, shape, or form. Now, push pause on that because she said something later on was like, okay, because they was interfering when they was in a relationship, it was helping you to not get divorced. But you said something else. I would say, okay, so in what ways could they should be in your relationship? All right, but we won't talk about that in a minute. So that's that. And Heaven did say something that was rude. Y'all all talk about each other. Y'all all do. Y'all each one of them have to talk about each other. So, but y'all to only pinpoint Heavily, y'all all gotta say something like that because nobody else said something when she said that. But since then, contestant and her just blew up. They blew up, and I said, "Oh, child." Whew. I don't know about those two, but it is hot and heaviness. I understand that, but I feel like y'all should all just stay out of each other's marriages like that. If they share something to you, just don't repeat it out there. And even if they discuss it on the platform, just don't say nothing. Just say if somebody asks you on your social media platform, you want to give a review, to say, listen, you better talk to her, and I can have her here if you want her to share her story. I'm not saying jack because I know I'm not getting in trouble with this friend group. I'm not saying jack. You having questions? Y'all go to their platform. But we ain't gonna forget when Simone and Toy and all them was on live and they were talking about quarter and that. The same thing. Y'all was just talking about just as much as anybody else talking about it. So it's not just happening. But all right. So they had this thing at the dinner table, right? And it was different questions to help Simone with her book. So she had every question that spilled the tea. So one question is, do y'all prefer quickies or marathon? Some of them say quickies, some of them say marathon, some of them say both. Majority of them say both, but some say quickies. And I was like, depends on my mood. Because most of the time I say, I don't need that long marathon because sometimes it get boring the way. I mean, it gotta be a good one, but I don't need the marathon. Because that's like we got another day. Like, what you trying to prove in one to the shot? Like, this is your last dying breath or something? Like, what we need all that for? But so a combination of both. All right. So that's that. What y'all think about? Y'all prefer quickies or y'all prefer marathons? All right. Then had a question about the breadwinner debate. And should a man be supposed to be the breadwinner? And I think Toya explained it. And she said no. The man don't have to be a breadwinner. It'd be nice, but they don't have to. And it all depends on your relationship. The men don't have to be a breadwinner. They don't need to supposed to be a breadwinner. Now Heavenly said nah, because Heavenly had the more old school mentality. So Heavenly mindset will be that the man supposed to provide. Because at the time when women didn't have no rights, they had to depend on the man. Now the women have rights. They don't need to. But if you aspire to go back in them days and do that kind of relationship, that type of dynamic relationship, then so be it. So you gotta find someone who has the same mindset. But Toya case, she said no, you don't have to. And no man only supposed to be a breadwinner. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But she said it's all about your relationship. And it is what it is. And women these days, we all doing most. At least in denial. Well, Heavenly, I said, girl, Heavenly, women got likes now. They don't have to be relying on just being taken care of. A lot of people probably wants that, but even that they have the options, because even that, to me, to be honest, you should never let anybody have that much power over you anyway. Whether they're finance, whether anything, you should have your own autonomy. Because any chance you need to get up, you should be able to, and not stick around just to stick around. Right? So the next question was having female friends. See a man have female friends, or vice versa. See a woman have female friends. And I say I don't have a problem with that, as long as it's boundaries, like Simone said. The reason why Simone and Cecil was going through their things is because that lady that Cecil was talking to, it was no boundary. It was boundary being crossed. They got an emotional affair going on. They were sharing a lot of the things. That was an issue. So it's not the fact that he had a female friend, it's that they overstepped that boundaries. And not, she said, not just only friends, family and stuff like that. So when she said that, then she said she had a chapter in the book to not let your family and friends in your marriages. So I said, okay, Simone, that's kind of like weird you said that, because early in the episode, another episode, you just said that because your friends were inside your marriage, they help you get through divorce. So I want to know in what way should your friend be in a relationship or not? And y'all let me know how y'all feel. Because I would say, Simone, that was contradictory what you just said earlier. Because of your friends, they help you get the divorce. And it was inside your marriage. So if they wasn't, and the friends and family should not be inside your marriage, so what's the exceptions of the rule? Explain that. Because I said, okay, so if friends and family should not be in a relationship, how come they was the reason why you getting divorced? And not, unless it was other reasons. All right? So that's another question was the functional marriage. What do you think of the symptoms of the dysfunctional marriage? And Contessa said, listen, everybody got their own thing about how their marriage runs, and what could be dysfunctional to you could be not dysfunctional for someone else. So it all depends on your relationship. You got to figure that out and everything. There could be some quirks of some commonalities of each relationship that could be dysfunctional, but it all depends on your relationship, basically. The specificity of each relationship. That's okay. Whatever. So Andrea said, what are you the most surprised about when you got married? And Toya said something that, knowing that his D will not get any bigger. And I was like, hold up. Now I don't know if Toya didn't realize that she said that, or she realized she said that or not. But I was like, is you saying it's more? Or you say it's more than what you thought it was? What y'all thought about what Toya said? Because I would say, Toya, you didn't say that. You get that yourself. But she said he does enough to work this box. I said, okay, must he know how to work it. Hey, it's not about the size, it's about the motion, right? So I said she got 2 kids out of him, so must be he doing something right? But maybe I was thinking that maybe because she thought it would be bigger, but it wasn't. It's not too small, but it's more than it's more. Hey, y'all tell me how y'all feel, how the interpretation of that, because I was like, okay. Everybody say, you see what Toya said about Eugene? That's like, I was like, okay, what did she say? And I saw the episode, I said, oh, okay. Like I said, sometimes when Toya get to drinking, she just say the same thing. So I don't know. But she ain't back down. She said, listen, he does enough to work this box. So I'm pleased. So even though it might not be as big as other people, well, I'm pleased. I said, okay, so you better get at it, girl. And the last question of that night was, how much do you should masturbate and everything? You know, Quad said she does it a number of times, but she said don't do it. Somebody said don't do it too many times, and then you need the partner not to work on it and everything, and be doing lazy bare minimum of satisfying you. So that's that. And then they had the last intervention was at the breakfast thing when they had the IV and the breakfast because Toya needed to have a bacon and eggs, so they had the bacon and eggs for Toya. That was quick. And that's that. And that's when they had to sit down with Heavenly, and they finally had a proper intervention. And Heavenly said, I didn't realize it hurt you and all stuff. And y'all don't know if y'all understand, if y'all feel like Heavenly was sincere. I would say, listen, like she said, it's her action. So we go by her action moving forward, where she took upon what she said. And she did a legit policy because she said, I ain't going to say if because I know it hurt you. And I know I am never meant to do that and everything. And what happened again? I said, we'll see. It's all time will tell. And Contessa and Heavenly hugged it out. They had a good moment. And they all went back to going back home. Now the guys went to boxing thing and they decided to work out and everything. It looked like they got worked the hell out. And they was like, oh man, we too old for this. We ain't doing this again. I said, y'all need to shape up. Get out, y'all. Yeah, that was funny. But that's it. I was married to medicine, y'all. That was episode 3 to 7. If I miss anything, if y'all something y'all want me to discuss about, y'all let me know in this comment section. Then we move on to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, she's still doing it? If she's still doing it, she ain't learned her lesson, then that's on her. That's on her. Then she can't be surprised when they attack her again. Yeah. Because I didn't see the one that she did with Bondi, so I need to see that joint interview because people say it was good. So I didn't see that one. But if Heavenly's still doing it after she apologized about it, I said, "Damn, Heavenly girl, whew," because she didn't learn. Yeah, I don't think she did. I don't think she can. I don't think she can. That's the point of it. I don't think she does. I don't think she really does. I think she's a continue on doing what she want to do and call it a day. Well, that was my Britney boo. I know she'd have been longer been here. But maybe she got to work. All right, Real House of Atlanta. Oh, we got some things to discuss on that one, y'all. But first, oh, not this one. Was it that one? Oh, yeah, it was that one. Oh, never mind. First, let's share this. Before we talk about the episodes, let's discuss the reunion dresses. Okay, yeah, now we do this every now and then. And when we discuss the buy, we do the buy, the reunion dresses critiques later on as well. Let me see. 1, 13, 30. All right. As a collective, I think they all a collective. The looks was nice, but individual, some of them looks was not great. The peach color, I don't know. I don't know. I could have sworn they did this before, but we'll see. Let's critique them. Ladies in the chat, y'all let me know your expertise, cause y'all know I don't have all the tools of fashion like y'all. But let's get down into it. First is Candy. Never enlarge it if y'all. Oops, hold up. Oh, hold up. You right? Fashion. So let's go quickly. Let's go Candy. Candy was not bad to me. I think Candy was okay. I think she kept it simple and safe. I like the long hair is okay. The dress is fitting. The leg out, I do like a lady with a leg out. It looks sexy. And the long train of her dress was nice. I think the color fits her real well. I think Candy did a good job. She kept it simple. I like that. Let's see, let's do this way. Oh, that's better. Let me do this. Let me get out of this first one. Hold on. All right. So, what y'all thoughts about Candy? So that's that. Let's let's do the next person. Sheree. I said, "Damn, Sheree, girl, you got the girls all popping out like that." I mean, it's a simple colored dress. Um, yeah, Candy does look decent. Sheree's simple colored dress. Uh, the main piece was the thing. Is many Sheree is simple. I would say it was simple. It wasn't so much about it. It is that the main attraction was the part right here, the center part, that's popping out like that. Simple colored dress, form fitting, and that's that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She my Sheree looks popping out of it. That's what I'm saying. You know, Sheree always got a nice body. So the dress forfeiting her body. And she letting the girls hang out. So I said, all right, girl, you better do it. Yes. The hair looked nice. The long slick hair, it looked fitting. And the jewelry is simple, straightforward. I like it. Kenya, Kenya, Kenya. Um, I don't think Kenya dressing that bad. The hair, I don't know. Maybe I would. Does the hair go with the outfit? That's what I want to say. I think it would have been nice if she had a straight, slick back. But I don't know. Maybe works. But I don't know. Maybe if I think she had a different hairstyle, it probably would be better. But the dress itself ain't bad. It's very slick, straightforward, simple, with a little asymmetrical part right there. I don't know, maybe it's just the hairstyle to me. I feel like it could be different. All right. Marlo, y'all. How y'all feel about Marlo? Uh, Marlo dress, I don't know. Marlo dress ain't that bad. I mean, it's okay. The long slick hair was good. The outfit itself, uh, okay. It's not too bad, but I think something else could be done better with this. It's not too bad. Yeah, the leg out is next sexy and everything, but I don't know. Something about it just don't look right to me. Yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's too much about it. That makes me like, uh, it makes me excited about. Now Sadia, okay, Sadia girl. Saya was my least favorite. The reason why I don't think this dress worked with her body. I don't think the dress works well. I don't think it looked right on her. She gave that Monique Expire hairstyle from season 5, Reunion, the bob, that side bob there. She gave that hairstyle. I think this little strap part of the left, where was it? It's the left. That's the left. On the right side of her, didn't look right. I did feel like it didn't fit well her body type. But she's slender as slim. And I don't think the dress fit right on her. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I don't know why. Something about it just look off. And let's go to the last person, Drew. To be honest, Drew and Candy to me, and Sheree was the top to me. Drew dress was nice. I like the gloves that she had on. I like this. What is the glitter glamour? It has the. It's not too much with the train of the dress. The one leg out is nice. The hairstyle was good. The makeup, I don't know. Maybe makeup could do a little bit better. But I don't think she did bad. I think she did a good job. Despite Drew drama in the show, it's kind of crazy. But Drew ain't bad in this reunion. Yes, right? Sounded like Monique Samuels on the last the outfit. It kind of, yep. Oh, not prom wilderness. Yeah. So that's that. People in the way playing game, y'all let me know how y'all feel about these reunion dresses. I wanted to show it out here because I wanted to get y'all opinions about it. But it's not, I guess a lot of people's not really seeing it right now. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. But so far, I like Drew, Candice, and Sheree's the best. So it's true, y'all. Sonya, Marlo, Kenya, Sheree's, and Candy. All right, that's that. All right, let's get to the drama of the show. Let me tell you, it was a lot going on with this. So, majority of the episodes that I missed was the part when they went to Jamaica. This episode 12 to 15. And everybody had to be on +1. Kim was the only one who didn't have to get a +1. She had a +1, but the person backed down on her in the last minute and everything. So she had to end up going by herself. I mean, she did meet a guy on the freaking John at the thing. It looks a lot, but it's not, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? All right. Oh, this is home before the parents' night. See you, boo. All right, so is that so go on. One of the major things I want to discuss is about the sit down with Marlo grilling Ralph about Dr. Josiah. And I said, Marlo, sorry, boo. I still feel the way I feel. I feel like you having this speech was not doing great service for you. And you coming on how you came on for the season, it's not showing me any good light about you, girl. You mean, you spirited, nasty. It's too much. So when Ralph was explaining about his doctor of Dr. Josiah, he was explaining how his attempt was to do all that. But when he had to sit down with the Josiah's father, because you know, when adoption, the parents had to, well, mainly the other parents who had to give up his right for you adopted him. And the father felt type of way about that if you ever do that. So they decided not to push forward or at least push on a hold about the adoption. See, I don't think she got his hope up for nothing. I think that when she talked about the father, because at the end of the day, the father needs to give up his rights to your adopter. So when he talked about it, his father felt type of way about that. And I don't know how much involved the father was in the life, but I don't think he was having the boy hopes up and like intentionally trying to keep his feelings, trying to destroy his feelings. I think he was trying to go about the right way. And based on that decision, I feel like it would probably be more harder than it needs to be. But he's still always been in that boy's life. He always raised them. So my thing is, instead of listening to the whole thing Marlo had, she just only heard the no part and didn't even know the process of what he was going through. Because he just said the father would feel away about that. So the father wouldn't give his rights away that quickly. So it takes a process to do that. So, but Josiah always called him daddy, always knew him as father, or stuff like that. So he's always still gonna be in the boy's life. It's not gonna go anyway. It's Josiah said Ralph's truth was different. I don't know about that. When he said that. I don't know about that, but I just go about this situation. I explained about the adoption place, the process. it doesn't go that easily. You don't have to get the part of the, especially the parent is present. You do need the rights to sign your rights for him to adopt them. So it's not that quick to easy. So I don't think he really trying to mislead Josiah and saying that, oh, I can't adopt you and everything. Oh, I didn't even see that season. I can't adopt you, but that's that. My thing is, Marlo was rejecting her own feelings toward the situation, and they came out wow hard and said that's what I said. Understand, Marlo, we understand how you grew up and everything, but you projected hard. So when she kept going at the Ralph, Kenny was like, it's very hypocritical for you to even say all that when you just kind of kicked your boys out the house. I kind of actually did. And you were supposed to be there and you kind of turn your back on them in some way, shape, or form. And instead of coming at the Candy for what she actually said about that, she came at the Todd, Marlo. So I was like, what was that coming for? Why you keep coming at the Todd? Like, Todd ain't said nothing to you, girl. Candy the one who said something. And they're going back and forth, which I can understand. She was projecting. She was definitely projecting because at the end of the day, you expressed your own feelings about how you felt about growing up. It's nothing about the Josiah because Ralph was explaining the process. He didn't say to say yes and then no all of a sudden. He was explaining that how it will happen. And the father felt up away about that. So it's not going to be easy for the father giving his rights away for the adoption that happened. Right? So she was projecting and she was doing a lot. So what Candy said is very hypocritical. You were saying that because you had your nephews and you gave them stuff away. She didn't talk about your nephew. She talked about you specifically. And she said, you told your boys to get the F out my house. Or because you stressed. Like I said, there's a lot of parents right now who watch you who don't get that. I mean, Candy talking and Todd doesn't want Candy to do okay. Child, that's a different story. Because Todd is a top wild. And I don't know why he's so tight with his money like that. But child. But at least Todd don't. I mean, depends. Despite how he found out because he didn't know Kayla for a while and everything and all that stuff like that. You know the whole thing with him and Kayla. I still understand Kayla's feelings about that because that's why he didn't know, and then we find out and stuff like that. And then he was trying to steal this freaking disciplinary and stuff like that. I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, you don't have to be that way. So that's one thing about Tyler, his daughter. But I think he don't kick the daughter to the side. Well, Marlo did. Like at the end of the day, most people don't have that obligation, the choice to just turn off and to say, okay, get out, have somebody watch you, and I have my break. Most people probably like to have that, but they don't have the opportunity, don't have that luxury like Marlo had. And if I was a sister, I said, no, I can't do that. You know, you decided to take care of these boys. I got 4 kids of my own right now. And this little bedroom, even though she would not turn away her nephews, but still at the same time, like, gosh. So Marlo was doing a lot. So it's hypocritical for even her to go hard about it with things. So that's what Kenny was all called out about. And then she kept coming at Marlo came out coming to Todd. And then Todd had enough because he had his name coming on. And then he would say that, girl, you wasn't part of the friend group. You try to buy your way into a friend group. Well, Todd was producer at the time. So I was like, child. And so they going back and forth. Now, that was that. So they both was not listening to each other. They was all going back and forth. She said, I have my share of my mama. If you go low, I'm going low. So we going to go low together. Point blank period. Because you were trying to destroy it. And this is still at the time that Candy still didn't know what Marlo said behind back when she had that private conversation with Sheree. Now, Candy knew now after she watched the episode, but she didn't know at that time. So we'll see how it goes. And I don't think, does Kenya know yet? Because I ain't had Kenya said that she knew what the hell was said about her back with Marlo, but we'll see. So for that to happen, I was like, yes, Marlo, you were rejecting, and it was hypocritical. But we'll see how that goes moving forward. They did apologize towards each other about what happened. But Marlo, I need you to understand, and I do have to get on Kenya about her suit as well, but we'll talk about Kenya a little bit. you do a lot of messed up things towards people, and then you go fall back to how you grow up as a way to explain your misbehavior and your aggression towards other people. And especially something that's in the past that you can get healed from, you can't keep always use that to way to explain yourself and how you come after people. And when people come back towards you with the same energy, then you like, why are you coming after me like this? Why you came after me? Because let's be honest, none of the ladies didn't really like how you did to your nephews. The only person who was calling you out on it was Candy. So you trying to fish around and have somebody understand where you're coming from. Like people understand that you was overwhelmed. Nobody say they didn't understand that. They just didn't like how you did to the boys. That's what we didn't like. So, but you do this thing when you come at the people and then you go back to using, how I grew up, this is that. I say you can't always use that because he's trying to explain your situation and that's not always gonna work. Now, Kenya, you coming late all the time and doing this and doing that, and you also uses your current situation as excuse to your behavior. Now, the difference between yours now and what Marlo's doing, Marlo thing happened in the past, and yours is currently going through it. So I probably understand why you're going through it, but at the same time, you can't always use that all the time as well. You need to get that. That's not, even though you currently going through it, which I understand it's currently happening, it's not in the past, but you use that a lot as well, girl. And that's why I was wish Sonya used that example when you sat down with her. Hey JW Boo, how you doing? Love you too. I wish she was use that example when she had to sit down with you. And we'll talk about Sonya in a minute. And that. So, but Kenya, she does use her current situation with Mark and the baby and stuff like that. But at the same time, she is currently still going through it. It's not like it's the past, like Marlon was. But I was like, you do the same thing a little bit. And I was like, Kenya, you can't always use that all the time. You can't. Because after a while, people ain't going to care. Try to explain yourself away. It's like, it's not an excuse. You can't always do that. So just like I get on Marlo for always using the past, but for doing what she's doing, and I still don't like that. I still say get that on you, Kenya, for you keep using your current situation as an excuse to clutch of doing next thing. Because when you was late, we didn't see you have a conversation with Mark. We didn't see you having anything going on. You was outside taking pictures on the balcony. So unless something was cut off with the conversation you had, I don't see how that was correlating you being 2 hours late. That was kind of rude. And they come on like it was nothing happening. I said, girl, you know you were 2 hours late. Like you hold them up. You say it was going to be 5 minutes, and you didn't show up 2 hours later. And they go use, I was going to do a live with my and everything. I said, understand you coming to go through it, girl. Gosh. So I was like, okay. So it was a whole mix-up between this bus thing, and y'all let me know how y'all feel about Sonya told these ladies, Kenya and Sheree, they're supposed to be there at 9:30, whatever, the bus gotta be 9, leaving at 9:30, all stuff like that. They said they came down the lobby, they ain't seen no bus and everything, they left them. That Sonya didn't reach out and try to check them on and see what's going on. Because they came down early on time and the bus was not there. Now Marlon got on the bus, but these two missed it. So I was like, I don't know where y'all was at. Y'all didn't check the reception desk, y'all didn't go to the front. What would happen? Like how the model got in on the bus and y'all missed it. And y'all claimed y'all was on time, but that was that. So it was a mixed communication. And then Sonya said she lost the phone, so she could have reached out to y'all anyway, and she was working. So at the same time, she could have been on the phone like that, but they felt like that she should have checked up on them and stuff like that. I said, girl, she's working and stuff like that, and she lost her phone, stuff. But it was something about that, and I said it could be a part of miscommunication. Or what? Or y'all didn't try hard enough and everything. Y'all didn't know she lost her phone and stuff. Y'all feel like she should have checked on y'all. I don't know. Was she so busy in her own trip working and stuff like that? I don't know how much time she could do to check up on y'all. That's that. So they had that. And they confronted her. Yes, she wasn't even invited. That's what I say. She invited personally Sheree and Kenya. So I was like, how Marlo got in it. Because she did tell them, she was like, Sheree Kenya, is that You had this event, be there to that, but you don't have another event around 12. You're going on boats. So if you miss this one, you're going to be able to go to the other one. And all stuff like that. She didn't talk to Marlo about that. So I don't know how Marlo got on that bus and they missed it. So I do understand if someone online was miscommunication and it was something happened that messed up this whole arrangement between those three. The Marlo was there. It was cool. They're kicking in everything and seeing how they feel. Also like that. Shrey, no, like that. So they had to sit down at the dinner table and they were discussing it. And they confronted Sonya about that. And my thing about that is, I do understand probably was some miscommunication. I probably do understand maybe there was something going on, how the bus left them and they claimed they was there on time, they didn't see the bus. I don't know what faltered at that. But my thing is, I don't think they was cursing at Sonya. They was expressing their feelings. I don't think it was too much to the degree that Aaron got up and said, no. He saw his wife drowning, but I don't think Sonya was drowning. But he felt like his wife was drowning. And he got up and he said, yo, you ain't gonna be effing my wife and everything. I ain't doing this. And got away, had his hands in his pocket. He was kind of livid. And I was like, I can't tell Sheree and King how they feel about a man getting up and coming up to them like that. And anyway, I can't explain how they feel. But my thing is, I don't think he and Sheree did that much of a thing for him to get up like that and come after him. I do understand he defended his wife. If he felt like his wife needs to be defended, I do understand that. More power to him. But to get up, cursing, all that stuff like that, it was a lot. Because sometimes it is different. When a man getting up and standing still and you sitting down, his her way, he cursing at you, all that stuff like that. I mean, and they were aggressive. I don't want to use aggressive. I just feel like it was not warranted to that degree of piss moment that he had. And that's it. I don't know how y'all feel. In my opinion, I feel like it was not warranted to be that pissed off about it. Because I don't think Sonya was drowning. Now, she couldn't keep up. But they ain't really cursing her out and say, bitch, she this, it wasn't doing all that. So, and I know everybody was comparing about the Todd thing and him and how, well, Todd did this and then why am I was like, I think as Marla came at the Todd directly. Aaron just got up as to say what he could say. So, now, I'm not one of those two people saying that a man can't defend his wife or the man can't argue a woman, especially if she come after him. Stuff. But just know that sometimes men aggression could get there. And yes, genetically, we are stronger, more body mass like that. You can do more damage in a female. So we have to be careful how we move and how we shape and how we trying to dominance of a woman, because it could be fearful. It could go, of course, to be fearful. They could be scared, and you want to come across as the person that a man who scaring a woman like that. So it's like, we'll see. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I was like, it didn't worry that much. But at the same time, I do understand. I don't know why he was so pissed. I said, okay. So later on, I don't know, because this show has been a mess in regards to protecting Black women from men. That's what I was saying, because I was like, and Sherry before, King was sitting down, she was by her stuff, and this guy standing up in this curse, and I was like, somewhere she might feel type of way about that. Now, she used the word aggression, but I don't think there was aggression, but at the same time, I don't feel like it was the warmth for him to get up and do all that. So it was something about that that's kind of way too much of something I put on 2010 a little bit. But I don't know how y'all feel. So later on, then when all dust is settled, you write Sheree to your next photo shoot, and then write Kenya. So then Kenya felt something about that. And now Sheree was getting on Sonya back and said, "Don't just do this. And you gotta confront her about this and that." I said, "Oh, here goes Sheree doing it." I said, "Sheree, girl, this is exactly why you kick it off and coming back. Kick off and coming back. Kick off and coming back. Because you doing too much, Sheree." And now Sheree put Sonya battery on her back to come back to Kenya. Actually, the worst thing to do like the Kenya, we all know Ken for years. Whether you like her or not, Ken don't like to be put up in the front of the group, and she's been a villain for a long time. Now this season, she hasn't been a villain like that. She had Kevin Cole back, and she kept to the backside, but she will defend herself when she needs to be. But she hasn't been the main villain of the season so far. But one thing about Ken, she do not put up on freaking front street in front of the group like that, because she will come after you. And she don't have to be all aggressive either. She can be petty, tick for tat, pick at you. She does that Kenyaism that we all know that she does. And sometimes those will work well in her favor, but that's Kenyaisms that she does towards people to get under their skin. So when Sheree was putting this battery and shining back, I said, "Son, you better know what you're doing coming after Kenya." Right? The kid can be annoying sometimes, but lady, she know how to defend herself. She quick with her words and stuff. So we'll see. And so I was like, that was gonna probably put yeah, I like Kenya too. It's like that. And I said, and King gonna feel some way about that. That okay, after all dust is settled, you invite Sheree and then invite me, and I had the main issue and also like that with going on that. We had to sit down, we had a conversation. So you think it would be some way about that? And then Sheree went to Kenya and said something about that, and it was like, Sheree, you was there with Sonya, and now you going to Kenya, and I was like, oh my God, Sheree doing well. Now I said, girl, when you get biting them behind, that's on you, right? So they went back later on in the dinner table, and that's when Candy and Marlo apologized towards each other, and Saya came at the Kenya, and I said, "Oh, girl!" Even the people who were watching along with me, I think it was Jana and Brittany. I think this cast will work better next season. Add Latoya and Lisa Wu, and then be like, yeah, right? Latoya wasn't that bad. And Lisa Wu, I would like to see OG come back like Lisa Wu, because she had a moment last few episodes. We'll see how that goes. Because to me, I don't think this dynamic cast is bad either. They have a good mix of drama, but not too much, but a good mix. Drew is hated by most fans, but she gives drama. Sheree, her more bone carrier herself. Marla likes to start mess sometimes. Candy give her little thing, even though people say she's boring, but she give her things somehow in there. Kenya, and Saya is a newbie, even though she's not new to the game, but she's a newbie of the cast. But I don't like how Masai moving this season. That's what I was like, I just don't understand Saya this season. It's like I was giving her a try, and I don't hate her yet. Yeah, no Portia. No Portia. Don't I can't do that. Loose box. I can't do that. Mm-mm. No Portia. I can't do a loose box Portia. Her own show turned me off completely. That's why I didn't finish it. She didn't have done her show. I rather her stay at this ensemble cast and deal with the questioning than her have her own show and then she messed up her own thing. Because girl, you look crazy. I can't do it for you. And so Sign decided to come out to Kenya, right? And I said, child, you put on the front street in the front of the group like that, let's go. So I feel like you like to do things and you like to use excuses and go down things. And I was like, she said, what are you talking about? Give me an example. So she said she said, we already discussed it. I apologize for that. What's the next one? And so Science said, let me think about it. And everybody was like, really? You don't come out to Kenya. Actually, cut Candy, bring back Latoya and Lisa as friends, and bring six-head Darby to the end. That's six-head Darby. You want Darby in Atlanta Housewives? I mean, I do know that Ashley and Kenya and them, they hang out. Because they released a video of Giselle in the morning in a restaurant. King was drunk. I said, I'm not drink Kenya, not drunk Kenya again. And they hang out. So I think Ashley could fit well in the group because she has a mouth on her. And she's not with Michael right now. So I don't know. I'm looking forward for Potomac, but I'm not. Because know what? I'm looking forward to because I was like finally ashing away from this guy because I couldn't stand her with him. I said she's a terror. Let her be a terror by herself, not with this guy because she was defending him, all that stuff with the craziness. They would let him go and do a lot of murder. I'm doing all this stuff, touching people, go at butt. So I was like, okay, I don't got time for Michael, so I don't want to see him that much. I know we're gonna see him in the beginning and lead to storyline because she said the reason why she getting divorced or else something will play out in this season. I know we're gonna see him, but Josh, so I can do with Ashley by herself, but with her Michael, I can't do with that. And I still don't like Ashley, but still, I can tolerate her by herself. Or something like that. But I think she will work with those guys because she could hang in the balance with them. But I was like, don't bring too much light brights over there because this the main bad head. I want to see her get 8. Bring her this up to the 8. Maybe she have a mouth, but maybe these ladies could get her together. Yeah. Yes. So Saya was like, let me think about it. I said, Saya, you gotta think about it, girl. You lost once you said that, you lost the whole argument because now you was coming at the king, just come out of the king because you had a battery under your back. I don't know. That's what she's saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what she's saying. She getting divorced. I'll go by what she said, but I wish. If they do all this just for storyline and playing our faces, I said, Ashley, girl, you're gonna be dragged. I said, sorry, that's what you get for listening to freaking Sheree. Now you made yourself look stupid. Think about it. I said, girl. I think that was it. I didn't say it. I missed anything major that happened. Because to be honest, Jamaica trip was all that like that. That's what I said she wasn't. And I was like, Saya, that was not the move, girl. You don't come at the king without being ready. Now, Kenya can have her moments that she's not always right. But, baby, if you're going to confront Kenya, so you got to be ready. And you said, let me think about it. I said, oh, no, girl. You just came out of the way. You made sure you make yourself look bad. But that was Real Half Atlanta. Let me know how y'all feel about anything. If I miss anything, y'all put that in the comment section down below if y'all want to discuss it. Everyone, and the last one with Belle Collective, the recent episode. Wait, hold up. Let me be right back. Let me play some music because I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. All right, let's go. Yeah, Arsha is going back to fun shade and deeper storylines. Mine is Marlon Candy. Yes. I agree. It is going back to that. The way how it used to be, how Housewives used to be. Not this darkness that they was going through in this new route they be doing lately. Yeah. All right, the last thing we want to discuss tonight is Belle Collective. 152.05. All right, so the next recent episode of Belle Collective, y'all. So Tisha Marie went to a spa to get vagina rejuvenation, vagina steaming, and Marie was she having her best life with it. She was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, you trying to have me an orgasm there? Because it was like going good." She was loving it, and Tisha said every now and then you gotta get your little steam going on down there and get it good. That's all right. I know that's right, and that's that. So Marie having a rebirth birthday party to bring out Marie Moreau and a new beginning, a restart. Because we know that Marie told Tisha that she's not coming to any more brunches at the moment. And that's that. And I was like, okay. So Tisha said she missed her family, but she can't be played. Now she said she got food one time. She got food twice. And he fooled me 17 other times. But I'm not gonna do this again. I said, girl, he fooled you 19 other times. So what the hell are you talking about? You might just stay with him then. I was like, girl, you thought that was cute? How fooled you once? Okay, granted. Fool you twice, but 17 other times, and you still keep coming back. So what are we doing now? What are we doing now? He fooled you 17 other times. And that's why he acted the way he acted, because he know you ain't going anywhere. Granted, he's in the credits. So obviously the fans don't really care about the storyline like that because he's in the credits. So for you to say all that, I said, girl, you think you really stand Grandin? I don't know if I said that right, but whatever. And then you put your foot down, and he's like 10 steps ahead of you because at the day he think you ain't going anywhere. So I said, girl, you didn't sound right when you saying all that. Fool me 17 other times, but he ain't gonna do this again. I said he did you 19 other times, so he gonna do it again. He gonna do it again. 19 other times, he gonna do it again. Shit will make this any different. The only make this different because you was actually left at the house, and now he trying to fight you come back. But once she gets you back, it gonna be right back all over again, and he gonna try to be a little craftier, and that's it. But girl, he fooled you 19 other times, so it's not any different. So don't think you was saying something. I'm convinced if your name is TJ, so you should be on TV. That's what I said. I said, girl, you didn't say nothing but a word when you said that. I said, girl, you made yourself sound bad by saying that. But okay, girl, you go ahead and do what you want to say. So Marie was talking about Cedric. I said, how many times we gonna talk about Cedric? Okay. Cause last time you said we gonna buy him a Rolex. Cause that's what you promised to buy him a Rolex to be a co-parenting. I said, you to buy him a Rolex to co-parent? I said, what we doing, Marie? And you the one who have mental health facilities. And then you about to do a methadone clinics. I said, what we doing here, girl? Are you either practicing what you're preaching? Okay, girl. So he said, yeah, I love him, but I can't be with him because he told me he was rotten to the core. Shout out to Mimi, right? He told me he was rotten to the core. And it's nothing about that. Because he said when he's with me, he treat me like a queen. Well, outside, he's with freaking prostitutes, call girls in the street, guys in the streets. She didn't say that, but there. Let me stop. Cause it chill. That's what I'm saying. I wish I was doing that. Cause we don't know nothing about no freaking he did some guys. But that's the rumor. Like, people thinking that he did. But at the end of the day, he been a hoe. That's all it is. He been cheating around, stinging around, and he been a hoe. That's what it is. That's what I said. I don't want to buy him no more Lex either. Chill. That's a movie. What you going on, girl? And that's that. So she having a birthday party. And I think she invited most of the cast there. And they're gonna be there. So Tamara and Damon went to her parents, and the whole small spill, because Tamara would be married before she had a baby, and she told her parents about the process they having about the baby and stuff like that, and what they do, and she went the right way. So the mother asked Damon, "Oh, what you gonna do, married?" She said, "I'm gonna do the right way, do the right way." I said, "I don't think he's convincing, but I can whatever. I don't think he sounds convincing at all." So Essie met with Marie. And as he told Marie, she said, "Listen, I did something behind your back." So Marie said, "Okay, what you did?" I went with Latrice. She said, "Oh, okay." And she just said Latrice basically admitted that she had a part in hand into what was happening. I said, "Yeah, she did." I mean, like, we all know that Latrice has a part in hand into what's happening. That's not the issue. My thing is like, girl, why deny it when you could say that I did what I did because you came after me first? That's what it is. Don't lie and say you was not a part of it and you didn't have nothing to do with that or stuff like that. You did what you did because you came after me first. And since you came after me in my business, I came after yours in your business. Point period. The one thing different about one and another, one when you was going at Marie about medical fraud, that could be legal actions, legal matter. Her saying that you served her some bad hair was only could be a bad review. That's it. It was no freaking going to jail about that. But what you would do going around, at least if you didn't start it, you were spreading it. Saying that Marie was committing fraud. And that's jail time. So there's a little bit more degree of seriousness and why Marie could be upset. But I was like, girl, just say that, listen, you came after me, I came after you. Point period. And she said, "Oh yeah, I did that." I said, "Okay, good. So why we going back and forth acting like you didn't do anything?" And she said, "Also," I said, "Okay, look, Esther, you were doing a lot because I don't remember you inviting her. Maybe I missed that part." But she invited Latrice to Marie's rebirth birthday party. I said, "Oh, child." Because she knew she sided with her racist and lied to the feds over here. That Marie even knowledge probably wasn't Latrice's fault. That's what I'm saying. Latrice knew that. She knew she did something there. I said, "That's what I'm saying, girl. You should know that you had a part in it. And don't act like you didn't." And then Essie sit down with you and had a classy, shaded conversation. You said you admitted it. So Essie told Marie that she admitted it. And she said, "Oh, I'm so crazy. She admitted it now because all the time she act like she wasn't part of it." And now she said she invited her to my event. I said, "Okay, it's a new me and all stuff like that. I hope we can move past it." She said, "I'm not going to talk about it again. Hope she ain't going to talk about it again. And we move past it." Now she admitted it. I'm good. All right. So Marie did tell Essie that she met with Cedric, and I think Cedric helped her get some buildings and stuff like that for her mental clinics. And she said, "Oh, Cedric, okay, all right, girl. I just hope that he's okay because he always do something and then he disappears." And hope it's legit because Marie sometimes she drop her guard down when Cedric around. Right? And she said her Cedric working on becoming a better relationship. I said, for the sake of what? The kids? Because you say, okay, whatever. So Tampa went to see Akeisha. Apparently, nobody went to Akeisha's son's birthday party. I said, okay, I guess Akeisha, you put a statement on these ladies that they ain't coming. Now, Tisha said her hamster died. I said, Tisha, girl, not the hamster. Blame it on the hamster. She said her hamster died. Sophia said that she didn't like how Lakeisha was coming across at the party. I said, I didn't know Sophia. You had a problem with that. Maybe Sophia was not. She wasn't vocal about it, or she just kept things in. She was watching, observing. And Sophia didn't like how Keisha moved. And a couple of other ladies at the table didn't like how Keisha was moving. I said, yeah. So I guess Keisha was the only one who had the power on Keisha. I said, yeah. So nobody went. And some of them had probably engagements. And I was like, damn, nobody went. Even Tamra said she had something to do, so she didn't go. So she came and met with Keisha and gave the baby a gift and stuff like that. So at least came with a gift. I said, fine, I'm good with that. And they talked, and that's that. That's what Keisha told Tamra, that Tisha was fishing for information about Damon and Taisha, or what she knows about Damon and Taisha. Because I was like, how Tasha came in, dropped the bomb, and we don't see her anymore. Gave no receipts, gave nothing to show any emotional conversation she has. Now, Tamra said she knows Taisha, because Taisha, what's Taisha is? A hairstylist, a stylist, something like that. And she knows her, and she knows her and Damon talk on text and everything. But she called it to Tamra. That's what Tamra said. She read the text messages, and she was going back more than what Damon was showing her. She was like, she was looking, reading everything, and she didn't see any inappropriate text. So unless it's something else that was discussed, or he had a burner phone or something like that, that Tamra don't know about, that he was talking to Taisha about, she didn't see those. But the one that she saw, she did see that inappropriate conversations. I said, did you check everything? I was like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna go automatically believe Taisha because she came out and like in a moment to drop a bomb and then leave, and that Tisha got to do the one doing all this. So I said, Tisha, girl, you got your own problems to handle. Why the hell are you on the middle of this going on? And then I can't 100% believe Damon because I said men can do some sneaker stuff too. So I'm going to see how this goes, how this plays out. But yes, Akeisha told Tamra that Tisha has been fishing of information, and she wasn't giving him anything because she wasn't giving much. It's like she was fishing. So Tamra's kind of surprised about that. So her Marie rebirth opening, birthday party. I can't say rebirth opening. She has a rebirth birthday party. That's what it was. And Marie Monroe, and she's there and everything. Her mom was there. All the ladies showed up, except for Akeisha. Akeisha was not there. And Latrice walked in. Now, everybody told Marie that Latrice was coming. So they would say, okay. Latrice walked in, and they was hugging and said, oh my God, sister, how you doing? What's going on? You look so cute. Oh, sister, what's going on? I was like, how much time has passed when you go from cursing each other out, and then all of a sudden y'all calling each other, y'all was like y'all besties? Saying sister, hugging each other, all that stuff. I say, is that fake? Because I was like, this is a really completely 180 because y'all were just at each other's throat. So I was like, how much time has passed for this birthday party from there for you to have a complete turnaround and y'all say, oh, sister this and sister that and this and this. I was like, okay. I like her. Y'all go there. That's that. And then Cedric walked in. And then Tisha said, oh my God, Cedric? What's going on? And then the movie went this whole little kind of like a monologue about what Cedric did for her because she knows she was sick. Yeah, no need, no hate, no racial hate. For real. Come on, it was like, girl, we don't need none of that. So we're going to act it up, we're going to play it off, we're going to be cool. And that's how it was. Because I was like, y'all besties today? Because that was funny. Sister, what's going on, sister? I was like, yeah. All right, so Cedric came in, and Malik was this whole monologue about how things was going and how she doing better. She haven't been taking any medication for a couple of days. Lupus have receded, so she's not having a flare right now. She's good. She's on a good bit of health. And her mom said, "I'm proud of you, baby. You know, you was the product in my life, and I was around. You know, I'm glad you had that little clinic because I need things like that. I'm needed right now, so I'm proud of you, baby." I said, "Good. Can you open your eyes?" Her eyelash was heavy. I was like, "Good. You talking with your eyes man closed, like, and you know my eyes are closed as it is, and it's not because I'm tired. It's my eyes are really just low, and it's hungry low in their mouth. It's like I said, who are you looking at?" And she talked like, "God, you know how to." Oh, I was like, so she was proud of her baby, and then she said that how Cedric helped her. What did she say Cedric helped her with? Get therapy or something? Or building? Because she said building, but then she said something about therapy. I don't know. Cedric helped her, and he kind of like nursed her a little bit back together a little bit, and she's appreciated that. Now, she still stands strong that she's not going back to him, but at the same time, they can still be friends. And then he started singing happy birthday. Now, I first in the trailer, I was like, not happy birthday. I said, oh, but he didn't sound bad. But I said, why you just break up the song, though? He just break up the song. And I said, okay. So, that's what Tamra told the ladies at the Taylor table that Keisha felt some way about they not showing up. And that's what they all expressed their feelings about Lakeisha. I said, Keisha, girl, I guess you didn't do a right job of your first impression because every one of these ladies didn't go to your birthday party because they felt some way about how you handle yourself. Maybe you thought you wasn't all that great as it is. So that was that. So Tisha said, well, if you're going to go back, I felt this is what I said, and I could go back to tell you what I said and everything, and that's what it was. So she felt her way. This was the reason why. And I said, okay, what's up? That's what Tamra and Tisha sat in the private, and they talk. And Tisha was telling Tamra about what's going on, about Tasha came into her, about Damon, and how they had an emotional affair, and stuff like that. And that's what Tamra said. I read text messages, and I ain't seen no inappropriate text. So if you're going to show me an proof or tell me what's going on, show me something so I can be great. Because I read everything. And even sometimes when they have a conversation on the phone, he put it on speakerphone for me to listen. Now, I don't know if he was always around, girl, but try to check and snoop around if he got it on the phone. Because that's the only way you can think about if it is true. That's the only way it could be think about. Now, when she was her grandma's house, you know, she reminiscing because she said her grandma raised her a little bit when she was younger. And her grandma passed, so it's memories because they had to sell a house. And she confronted them all, and she said, "I hate to ask you that." I said, "No, ask him because he's gonna be eating your life. You're gonna ask him. Just ask him." All right. She asked him, and not much because there was confessionals. And the producer asked him, she said, "So how you feel about Taisha?" Something like that. And kind of like he said that the producer was laughing about it. And he said, "Oh, so it's funny to y'all and everything." He said, "Oh, next question. I'm not answering." And that's how the episode ended. So I was like, ooh. So he was upset. And sometimes men get upset. It's either one or two things. It's either they didn't do it and you have somebody lying about them and what they gained for lying, or they actually did it and they get in court. So they try to deflect and try to make you defensive and make you put you on guard when they're supposed to be the one who's supposed to be in the hot seat, not on you. So we'll see how this goes. Whether Damon is telling the truth or not, that's why I say I go 100% Taisha. I'm not going to 100% believe Damon. So we're going to see more evidence and see if it's actually true or not. And then Tamra, if this text message, are you sure it's not inappropriate? But hey, I guess she's still by her man. So if she said it wasn't inappropriate, I guess that's not the text message that she referred that Taisha was going through or Tisha was referring to. So I said, if you got T, you gotta show it because we ain't seen Taisha yet. So she had to show you something, right? Don't bring nothing to me if you ain't showing me nothing. I know some people got some type of way about it, but Tamra said, show me receipts. So I guess Tamra will want the receipts. So Tisha, if you got it, you better show it. And I think that was Belle Collective. That was it. Did I miss anything of the episode? No, it was straightforward. It wasn't much going on with this episode. But the trailer for the upcoming seasons, I said, child, it gonna be so something like Cliff's that JJ said that Cliff slept with his ex. I said, oh, Cliff slept with Selena? That's what you saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's I don't know how that happened. It could be more beef between some of the days. I forgot the rest of the trailer. It is what it is. The one that stood out to me was JJ saying mentioned like Cliff slept with his ex. Like that. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Tisha mentioned that. Well, I heard that she called us ugly. I said, Tampa. And like she called them ugly. That's the reason why they ain't going to your figure son birthday party. Don't call me ugly. You gonna go show me your figure son base? I said, baby, happy birthday, boy. Okay, bye. Yeah, Tampa act like Tampa, if you know she said that she called these ladies ugly, then that's the reason why they ain't showing up. What make you think we ugly? Cause you the lightest skinned one? Don't try that. Hey, Brittany, but what's going on? You here the last minute? Oh, you been listening? Okay, well, all right. You been listening. Yeah, JJ for Bring It. JJ in the trailer said that something that Cliff slept with his ex. So I don't know what ex he talking about, but I said the only ex I know is Selena. So I said, how long ago was that? And Cliff didn't deny it, so I guess it was true. So I said, child. Oh yeah, it was also yeah, Glenn and hey Renee Boo. Glenn and thinking Tisha gonna add a little bit. Again, I said, uh-huh. He said, oh, you gonna disrespect me. I said, oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, big man? You gonna beat her? You gonna do something because he was really hostile. I said, see, this is what we doing here. Oh, Chris said, yeah, 20 years ago. Okay, go, whatever. Yeah, he did deny, so he said it was 20 years ago. So it was long. I said, JJ, why are you picking up now? It's 20 years ago, it was on done. He maybe was 30 years old around that time. How old is he? Yeah, because she's in the 30s, he's in the 50s. Yeah, something like that. So he might was around younger then. I don't know what brought that up though. Why JD would say that? I don't know. If that was 20 years ago, why you bring that up now? And I said, why you gotta bring up my uncle? Why you bring up my kitty box in the figure show? I don't even like telling me who I house rock with. Yeah, but guys don't really care about that anymore. They're gonna say that and they're gonna move on to the next thing. So then Tisha go at it. Tampa, I don't know what she's gonna do. Akeisha and Sophia. Sophia's so Gucci. She be calling herself Gucci, but I'm be calling Sophia. That's what I don't got time for so Gucci. So Gucci for me. You're not gonna Gucci me. Sophia is what it is. But even Sophia type of way. But that was Belle Collective, y'all. Anything I missed about any other show y'all want to talk about before we get out of here? Don't forget, next Sunday, I am going to do Mr. Social Corner. I'm going to try to do a new banner, a new cover page for it, trying to do a new intro and everything I worked out this week. Next Sunday, Mr. Talks, we're going to talk about Dubai, Belle Collective, Sweet Life LA, and the Black Hamptons. That was on BET Plus. And Mr. Social Corner, we're going to talk about the Melanie and Montana drama so far and some other things. I know the hot topic right now is Carisha and her about her son and being bisexual. I said, I don't got time to talk about that. But we'll see. If y'all want me to talk about it, I'll give my 2 cents about that. But any other topics y'all want me to discuss, y'all let me know on Discord or Instagram or Twitter. And I search around, do things. I want to talk about some of the 6 brown chicks questionnaires, and what we like to do. I'm gonna add that in my Mr. Social Corner as well, because I haven't done one for a while, so I don't just want to go back. Down to the valley, baby. That's what I'm saying. Yes, more has dropped, and I was like, "What?" I didn't even get to see finish the last one. I didn't listen. I didn't finish the last one. JD had all the JD Corner have all the takes together. So tonight on Discord or something, I'm gonna watch it. So if y'all want to come along, y'all watch it with me, and we can discuss it, and I'll take my notes about it, everything. Yes. Any other shows coming up? Y'all let me know. I appreciate y'all coming through. All that stuff like that. We got a little bit more time. Y'all want to discuss some things. What else? What else? What else? How many of y'all been seeing Ready to Love? I discussed a little bit about that, but how do y'all feel about some of the people? We could discuss a little bit about it if y'all want to do a little impromptu discussion. If not, we can talk about it next time. But yes, that was that, y'all. That was Belle Collective. Everything. If y'all missed the reunion on what Housewives of Atlanta looks, go back to the replay and tell me how y'all feel in the comment section down below. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Let me get Belle Collective over here. How is we going? How's it been? How y'all been? It seems like I just been missing y'all. Oh my gosh. I would love to do more lives in the week, but the time. Y'all know Love and Marriage Huntsville coming back in 2 weeks, y'all. So let's get ready. Femme Fiance coming back in 2 weeks as well. And we're looking forward to some more stuff. But yes, that was that, y'all. I know tonight in the panel we're gonna discuss couple of things. We're gonna talk about the Aaron Spears and Lizzo. I don't know why everybody keep coming after Lizzo. I like Lizzo be minding her business. She owes about her self-empowerment, body positivity, and they still come after this girl. And the Aaron freaking Spears as that, when he looked like a freaking well. That's what I say. Anything else? Oh, let me see. Let me write that down. What's the social corner? So, the Melody Martell drama. The Carisha. Now, the clip that Carisha said, why black male comedian go to is okay. That's a good topic. Oh yeah, Aaron Spears. Yeah. Now that Carisha clip, did she said that in that clip that she had with Megan Thee Stallion, or she said that another thing, and then she had this little Carisha clip that everybody made the comparison? If she don't say that clip, I ain't gonna really talk about it. Deanna? Yes. So don't forget, next Sunday at 2 o'clock, we gonna start the lives. Mr. Social Corner first, and then Mr. Talks afterwards. Appreciate all y'all. Tonight after the panel, I might do some watch along because I want to watch the lives together. Talk about that. And then maybe go catch the latest episode, Married to Medicine in Atlanta, if y'all want to watch that together as well. And topics, y'all let me know. All right. Appreciate all of y'all. Love all of y'all for coming through. Always appreciate this. I would love it. It's like a release. Like that. And you too, stop playing with my numbers. I don't know what y'all doing, but stop playing with me. I was more YouTube, but don't mess with me. Mess with somebody else. But the videos have been good. It's just that the numbers they're trying to play around with. J Dolph, thank you so much. Thank you, Renee Boo, for coming through. CM, JW, Auntie Momo, Live a Life. Brittany Boo, CM as always. Dominique, Live a Life. I said that. Love you too, boo. Love you too. Like I said, we were gonna panel. I know she's gonna talk about Aaron Spears a little bit, and Lizzo. I know she's gonna talk about the Joe Biden plan on student loans. And, I have a capital on it, so hopefully she gives more details about what she said. Because I got to research on it. Because I do have loans I'm paying back now. I don't know if it applies to me. Because I ain't get nobody, no Nelnet, no Navient can call me and say nothing. Well, I'm not paying that for Nelnet because Nelnet is on the freeze right now. But Navient, they say nothing, so I didn't see what's going on. And there was some other stuff that was going on in the streets that we discussed. But I love y'all. I appreciate that. You know what y'all can do about it because I'm always here. But see y'all next Sunday as well. And also during the week. I'm catching up on Dubai. I'm also catching up on I catching up on Dubai. Some new shows. Black Hamptons on Thursday. Watch Dubai. I gotta watch the latest episode of Married First Sight. So if you see it on Discord, just click on it. Click on it. Sometimes I always don't announce it. I'll just be on it. All right. So for next is Mr. Social Corner. I'm whipping on my little banners right now for Mr. Social Corner. Until then, talk to y'all later.